Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going deep cover, undercover rogue, going full Jason Bourne. But instead of espionage, we're tackling air travel. We're talking about those insider secrets, those hush-hush travel hacks that airports and airlines would rather you not know. These aren't your run-of-the-mill tips, people. This is about leveling the playing field, taking the power back from the airlines, and putting it right back in your hands. The hands holding your boarding pass and desperately trying to stuff that oversized water bottle into your backpack. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll be breezing through airports like a seasoned travel pro. We're talking free upgrades, secret lounges, dodging baggage fees, the works. Let's do this. Alright, first up, we're talking about airport lounges. I know what you're thinking. Those exclusive clubs reserved for the rich and famous, right? Not necessarily. See, most people don't realize there's a whole network of hidden lounges tucked away in airports around the world. We're talking free food, comfy chairs, maybe even a nap pod if you're lucky. Now, you're not going to find these advertised on giant billboards. These are like those speakeasy bars from the Prohibition era. You gotta know the password, have the secret handshake. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but seriously, a little digging goes a long way. Start by checking online forums, travel blogs, or even just asking around. Let's talk upgrades, baby. Who doesn't love the idea of sipping champagne in those spacious first-class seats? Now, I'm not guaranteeing you'll be rolling out the red carpet every time you fly, but there are some Jedi mind tricks you can use to increase your chances of scoring that coveted upgrade. First off, dress to impress. I know airports aren't exactly known for their fashion shows, but hear me out. You don't need to show up in a tuxedo or a ball gown, just something a step above sweatpants and a stained t-shirt. Think business casual, put together, like you actually belong in first class. Next up, be nice. I'm serious. A little kindness goes a long way. Smile at the gate agents, thank the flight attendants, be patient if there are delays. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar, right? Make yourself memorable for the right reasons. And here's a little secret weapon: loyalty programs. Join them, live by them. Let's be real. Baggage fees are the worst. They're like the annoying little brother of air travel, always tagging along and ruining the fun. But fear not, my friends, because I'm about to drop some serious knowledge bombs on how to outsmart the system and avoid those pesky fees. First rule of Fight Club, baggage fees, is to pack light. This might seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people overpack. Do you really need 5 pairs of shoes for a weekend trip? Probably not. Choose versatile clothing items that can be mixed and matched, and roll your clothes instead of folding them to save space. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most airlines allow you to bring a personal item on board for free, and trust me, the definition of personal item is surprisingly flexible. We're talking a backpack stuffed to the brim, a giant purse that could double as a weekender bag. Get creative. Let's talk about airplane seats, because let's face it, not all seats are created equal. Some are cramped, some are next to the bathroom, and some are just plain awful. But don't worry. I'm here to help you navigate the treacherous world of airplane seating charts and snag the best seat in the house without shelling out extra cash. First things first, timing is everything. Check in for your flight as early as possible. The earlier you check in, the better your chances of snagging a decent seat. Most airlines release seat assignments at the time of check-in, so be ready to pounce. Next, familiarize yourself with the aircraft type. Not all planes are created equal, and different airlines have different seating configurations. Websites like seatguru.com are your new best friend. The security line, the bane of every traveler's existence, the endless queue, the invasive pat-downs, the frantic scramble to remove your shoes and belt. It's enough to make you want to swear off flying altogether. But fear not, my travel warriors, because I'm about to turn you into security line ninjas with these time-saving hacks. First and foremost, be prepared. That means having your boarding pass and ID readily accessible, wearing slip-on shoes, and packing your liquids and electronics in easy-to-reach compartments. The more organized you are, the smoother you'll sail through security. Next, choose your lane wisely. Avoid lines with families, especially those with young children. They tend to move slower. Alright, let's talk about staying connected in the digital age, because let's face it, in this day and age, being disconnected is like being stranded on a desert island. Terrifying. But airport Wi-Fi can be expensive, unreliable, and just plain frustrating. So how do you stay connected without breaking the bank? Don't worry, I've got you covered. First things first, Forget those free Wi-Fi signs scattered around the airport. They're usually misleading and require you to sign up for some shady newsletter or watch a million ads. Instead, head straight to the source, the airport lounges. Remember those secret lounges we talked about earlier? Well, most of them offer free high-speed Wi-Fi as a perk. So grab a drink, get comfortable and surf the web to your heart's content. Okay, let's talk about airport parking because let's be real, it's the worst. It's expensive, it's crowded, and it's always a mad dash to catch the shuttle bus. But fear not, my fellow travelers, because I'm about to reveal some insider secrets that will save you money and your sanity. First and foremost, ditch the official airport parking lots. They're notoriously overpriced and always packed. Instead, look for off-airport parking options. There are tons of private parking lots located just outside the airport perimeter that offer significantly cheaper rates. And here's a pro tip: book your parking online in advance. Not only will you guarantee yourself a spot, but you'll also often score discounted rates. Okay, let's talk about the dreaded moment when you realize you've lost something at the airport. Your heart sinks, your palms sweat, and you start frantically retracing your steps. But don't panic, my friend, because all hope is not lost. Here's what you need to do to recover your belongings and your dignity. First and foremost, don't give up hope. Airports are like black holes for lost items, but you'd be surprised how often things get returned. Start by contacting the airline you flew with. Most airlines have dedicated lost and found departments that handle lost items on their flights and in their terminals. Next, contact the TSA. I know the TSA might be the last people you want to deal with, but they actually have a surprisingly efficient lost and found system. Alright, let's talk about overbooked flights because let's face it, they're the worst. You're all set to jet off on your adventure, boarding pass in hand, when suddenly, the gate agent announces that the flight is overbooked. Chaos ensues. But fear not, my fellow travelers, because I'm about to reveal how to turn this travel nightmare into an opportunity. First things first, stay calm. I know it's easier said than done, but freaking out won't get you anywhere. Remember, airlines overbook flights because they know that not everyone who books a ticket will actually show up. It's a calculated risk on their part. Next, be flexible. If you're not in a hurry and your travel plans are flexible, consider volunteering to take a later flight. Airlines are often willing to offer generous compensation to passengers who are willing to be bumped from overbooked flights. Alright, let's talk about airport hotels, because sometimes those layovers are just too long or those early morning flights are just plain brutal. But airport hotels can be expensive and, let's be real, you're only going to be there for a few hours anyway. So how do you find a decent hotel without breaking the bank? Don't worry, I've got you covered. First things first, ditch the hotel booking websites. I know they're convenient, but they often inflate prices. Instead, go directly to the hotel's website or call them directly. You'll often find better deals and more flexibility this way. Next, consider staying at an off-airport hotel. These hotels are usually located a short shuttle ride from the airport and offer significantly cheaper rates than their on-airport counterparts. Alright, let's talk duty-free shopping, because who doesn't love a good deal? But duty-free shopping can be a bit of a minefield. Prices aren't always what they seem, and it's easy to get caught up in the excitement and overspend. So how do you make the most of your duty-free shopping experience? Don't worry, I've got you covered. First and foremost, do your research. Duty-free prices aren't always cheaper than what you'd find at home, so it's important to compare prices before you buy. Make a list of the items you're interested in and check prices online or at local stores before you travel. Next, understand the rules. Duty-free allowances vary by country, so make sure you know the limits for the countries you're traveling to and from. You don't want to get hit with unexpected taxes or fees when you arrive at your destination. Alright, let's talk about flight delays because let's face it, they're an inevitable part of air travel. Whether it's due to weather, mechanical issues, or just plain bad luck, delays can throw a wrench in your travel plans and leave you feeling frustrated and helpless. But, fear not, my fellow travelers, because I'm about to reveal how to handle flight delays like a pro. First and foremost, stay informed. As soon as you arrive at the airport, check the status of your flight. You can do this online, on the Airlines app, or on the airport's flight information screens. Knowledge is power, and knowing about a delay in advance can save you a lot of stress. Next, be proactive. If your flight is delayed, don't just sit there and stew. Head straight to the gate agent and inquire about the reason for the delay and the estimated departure time. So there you have it, folks. Those are my insider secrets, my travel hacks, my arsenal of tips and tricks to navigate the wild world of air travel. Remember, knowledge is power, and armed with these secrets, you're now equipped to take on any airport, any airline, any travel challenge that comes your way. Go forth, my friends, and travel like you've never traveled before. Travel with confidence, travel with style, and most importantly, travel with the satisfaction that you're in the know. You're one step ahead. You're a travel ninja. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel hacks and insider secrets. Safe travels!